So how are we actually making a change in terms of the format? Well, first of all, I'll show you. Now, as I speak, I am talking to the youth of Africa, the hustlers. I know you. You're there on your corners. And I know that you have ideas and dreams and you have money that you put aside that you want to invest into a hustle. And you think like a great entrepreneur. And you have the discipline of a great entrepreneur. And you make contacts with people and you keep the grooves together. As entrepreneurs, you have these dreams. You're looking up to the different stars out there. You're looking at the Kanye Wests. You're looking at everybody who's made it in the hip hop, movie industry, sports, and everything. And you know that you as an African can do it. You just need the right support. That's how we're changing the structure. Addressing them first and saying that, look, you are the owners of this venture. Cape to Cairo is your ownership. All our concerts, all our releases, everything that we do is in your collective ownership. That is why we have CCSR and CIPR, collective intellectual property rights. And those two things, we are presenting them to all stakeholders in your destiny. Because everybody is a stakeholder in your destiny. Everybody's making money off the backs of you, young people. You know, whether you're talking about De Beers or the Ruperts, anybody, our African billionaires, you know, if you talk about Dangote and the cement, you know, we have a list of the African billionaires who, incidentally, I would say to you that they would be happy to meet you halfway if you came to them with a structure of unity and progress. If you can unite your hustle, you can meet these millionaires and say, invest in this venture, not support this venture. Not like, oh, okay, we're seeking funds to support our this. No, say, look, this is a viable venture. Invest in it. Make some money for yourselves as we make money from ourselves, you know. So making it go from Cape Town to Cairo is we are confronting the very idea and dream that the greatest colonizer, I shouldn't even use the word greatest, but the worst colonizer in our region, Cecil Rhodes, he had the dream of having the railroad all the way from Cape Town to Cairo, right? And two regions named after him, Rhodesia, which was Zambia and Zimbabwe. Got a lot of gold, got a lot of concessions, a lot of trickery. He tricked not only the African people, but they also tricked the royals in England. They tricked the British people, maybe not the royals, but definitely the people. You understand? So that legacy continues, and you have to confront that legacy. And the only way to do it is by uniting the hustle. You know, that's why we've created King of Africa Publishing for you and United Booking for you, so that you can do concerts from Cape Town to Cairo, you know, and you own those concerts. We find the money to put up those concerts in stadiums. We're talking about stadium concerts, where it is your talent. It is your talent being highlighted, and you are investing in your talent in your own business. All other spin-offs come from that dynamic. Many other spin-offs. Sponsorship comes up from that dynamic. Grants, support, donations, whatever, and investment, like I said, it all comes into it. Once you create the dynamic, all you have to do is to create the dynamic and everything follows around it. And the government departments also come into it as well, and the department, the music industry will start to support you as well. And of course, the bodies that are looking out for intellectual property rights in the music business will also be out there to support you, because they need support too. So to elevate you as youths from being mere consumers of music and being mere spenders to being creators of music, which you already are, and entrepreneurs in music, which you already are, and visionaries in music and fashion and everything, which you already are. I've seen you, I've met you, you're amazing, and I just cannot not put you on stage. And that's been my nature. I already put young people on stage from Deptford, you know, New Cross in London, took all those youths and put them on stage at the Astoria in London, in the West End, you know, the Mean Fiddler, the Astoria. And I paid for it by my busking, playing on the street. So I was involved in the community. And we got youths from the community to come and perform there. It was huge. They loved it. They were like, wow, they performed at the Mean Fiddler, you know, at the Astoria in London. And that was me busking, making that possible. So that's my heart. And it was basically just after one of those ventures that I got the idea to really spread out and do the same thing from Cape Town to Cairo and get the youths from all over Africa into that same type of movement. So that's how we're changing what we're changing, talking directly to the youths. And I came to South Africa and I met so many young youths, and came to Zambia, Malawi, and been walking and meeting people. So they know me, you know, youths know me, communities know me, that's what he's about. And now we want to go in there strong, and we want to have the support from everybody, all the stakeholders. Because when the youths do well, you don't have to spend so much money on fighting crime, which is a huge budget in the government as well. I don't know if it is that huge. Maybe it should be bigger. Some people would argue for that. But then the question is that why should it have to be such a situation where you need to have it? You know, that does not make sense. It's better if we can find resolutions so that you actually cut down spending on policing, because there's actually peace in the community. You know. So that's how we would change the format. In a short answer, we talk to the youths first. So want the youths to really just respond to what we're putting out there, and be part of it, and register in the format that we ask them to, because this was going to work, so we can really harmonize it, make it uniform, at the same time look out for your diversity and your ideas and everything. So you can see a stadium hustle where, okay, let's look at South Africa, right? Let's look at this. Load shedding. You just tell the government, look, we have a huge stadium concert. You have to make sure that when you plan your load shedding, this concert does not get, you know, it does not get victimized. Don't cut the power on this. And everybody knows that thing is going to happen. So what are these big stadiums that were built for the World Cup? What are they doing? Okay, we're going to fill them up with our own people, you know. But Malema's already done that. Don't joke. Malema's already done that. And so, hustlers. You cannot sell your ice cream because you can't keep ice cream going because of load shedding. So your ice cream melts. Wow, that business gone down. Find a different business. And other businesses that suffer from that. But if you know specifically that at such and such a time this concert is going to happen and we're going to have, then you know that your ice cream will sell at that concert. So you just say you target it. You know, so if you know that there are 2 concerts a month, you know that all you got to do is do 2 concerts a month where you just listening, get that ice cream going, man, because on that day or on those days you're going to sell enough ice cream to take care of your business for that month, you know. Simple. And that goes for everybody, you know. The women hustlers, market hustlers, everybody. Nobody chasing your way. Everything is a hustle. And you must buy. When you're there, you must spend money, because you know this money that you're spending. Can you imagine a whole sea of us buying from each other? Because they always criticize us and say that our money does not circulate in our community. But at such an event, the money would circulate in our community with such intensity that everybody will go away thinking, wow, great. Furthermore, knowing that that structure is there all the time, you could make projections of how you would plan your business, which is why we organize our people into groups of 12 so that they can actually make projections and decide what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, and for how long. You know, so you can make a 1-year projection, 2-year projections of what you're going to do, you know. And that looks good on paper. It looks good to the banks. It looks good to the investors. It looks good to the government. It looks good to the university. And that's how we're going to lift up people out of poverty, by actually giving them the intellectual tools and which they can apply today, right now. You know, because it's a question of speaking the language. If you come to a country and you don't speak the language, how are you going to articulate the things that you need? Maybe you just need to buy a hamburger and go to the toilet, but you don't have the language, and what you're going to do? You're going to suffer first, you know what I'm saying? So, but as soon as you have the language, you can articulate what you need. Oh, hamburger, this is the price, blah, blah, which one do you want? All the toilets just down there on the left and then to the right. Okay, done, dusted. Same thing with poverty, business. Speak the language that is being spoken in the boardrooms, in the investors' rooms. Speak it as a collective, and let the board chairman go like, it makes sense. And so it's a guaranteed market. They will buy. We can invest in people who we know are going to buy. That's how they made the money in the first place, because they say, okay, we know they're going to buy cereal for babies. We know they're going to buy diapers. We know they're going to buy that. That's what the Chinese do as well. They say, oh, we know they're going to buy wigs. You know, so they come and sell money and sell that in our communities, and say, we know they're going to buy chicken. That's what the Indians do in Brixton. We know the black people are going to buy chicken, so we'll sell them chicken. You know, we know they're going to buy hair products, so we'll sell them. You understand? So it's already in motion. It's just that you have not really been given the tools to be part of a dynamic that's already in motion. Basically, you'd like to surf, but you don't have the surfboard. And we're giving you a surfboard, and we're teaching you how to surf.